G'day everyone, my name is Thomas Murphy and today I'll be showing you guys my new Red Eyes Black Dragon deck profile. This is the new one that I did. I haven't done this, well, I'm sorry you guys that this video has been delayed. It was mainly because of, the new Red Eyes cards had been coming out and I was like, yes, and, bit of that really. Sorry about the delays and all that. Even though I want to update my Red Eyes deck anyway to make it a bit more competitive and more fun to play and a lot easier to go. And I'm glad that I made this deck like that because what I'd say it's a bit special. Sorry, that was an Ainsley Harriott quote. Anyway, just get started. First of all, we'll look at the main deck. I run 2 copies of Red Eyes Black Dragon, the starter deck Joey Red Eyes, and the Battle City Duelist Pack Red Eyes Black Dragon. I run Meteor Dragon for a fusion material. 2 copies of Flame Veil Guard, which you'd probably see why in a minute. Well, you probably remember if you watch my original video. My 2 copies of Blackstone Legend. This card is is really, really good. I wish I had 3 though. But yeah, this card is pretty good. You can actually normal summon this, tribute it, special summon any of your Red Eyes Dragons. If you're wondering about Flame Veil Guard, yes, Flame Veil Guard is pretty much a Red Eyes tuner monster if you want to synchro summon in your Red Eyes deck, which we'll get to that later. Shh. Yeah, but you can actually, if this was in the graveyard and so is your one of your Red Eyes monsters, you can actually add this to your deck and shuffle the other Red Eyes card in your graveyard. Well, since this is pretty good and pretty ass-kicking. Black Metal Dragon, this is basically an equip card, so kind of like your Dragon Treasure or Kunai with Chain or whatever for your Red Eyes cards. And it's basically gets your monsters to gain 600 attack points, any Red Eyes card to gain 600, and yeah, if this card got sent to the graveyard, you can actually bring out any Red Eyes card you have. So basically, you can actually add a Red Eyes card to your hand. Speaking of equipping, we got a Red Eyes Baby Dragon, which I use this for also a pretty good combo that I really enjoy doing, which is a lot of fun. Since this guy is basically, if this gets destroyed by battle, you can actually special summon any of your Red Eyes monsters, equip, and if this gets destroyed, you can actually search for any of your level 1 cards, say your Blackstone Legend, your Black Metal Dragon, or your Flame Veil Guard. Speaking of equipping, we got 2 copies of Gifrey, the Red Eyes Iron Knight. This is what I mostly use Baby Dragon for, because of the equip effect, saying that once per turn, if either player tries to equip this card, say any kind of equipped card, you can actually destroy that equipped card and destroy a spell and trap card. So this is basically the Red Eyes version of Dragon Spirit of Light. So you can actually destroy a spell and trap card and special summon a Red Eyes monster. This is really good, really. I really love this Red Eyes card. It is so good. And you can actually equip it to, say, Black Metal Dragon, and let you search out for any Red Eyes card you want as well. And you can also summon out Red Eyes Black Dragon if you want, or any of your level 7 or lower Red Eyes Dragons. So that is pretty good if you want to do a lot of crazy stuff out of it. And for more level 4s, we got these 2 guys. Red Eyes Retro Dragon. This guy, I use these for link summoning, for link materials, and also it's actually pretty good how say when your Red Eyes card gets destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can actually special summon this card, and during your turn, you can actually do it as a double tribute. So that is pretty good if you wanted to, if you wanted a double tribute for any Red Eyes cards in your hand. Next, we got for Geminis, we got Meteor Dragon, Red Eyes Impact, Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. Meteor Dragon, Red Eyes Impact is a Gemini that protects your Red Eyes Dragons from battle or card effect. And Archfiend of Lightning is basically a Raigeki. Well, what it's based on was a Summon Skull Magical Mist. Mokyu? Yeah, Mokyu, sorry. 2 copies of Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. It's kind of like when it battles a monster and uses its Gemini effect, you can actually double the life point damage, okay? Just like Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Similar. We got Red Eyes Zombie Dragon. This is an extra level 7 Red Eyes Dragon. If I wanted one, I'll go for that. We also got Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. This guy is your big beat stick of a monster. It's easy to summon, and it's an absolute beat stick, and it's searchable, thanks for Black Metal Dragon. We also got 1 copy of Darkness Metal Dragon, which is, of course, this is a limited to 1 card, of course, if you watch the ban list. And also, we only got 1 ritual monster, that is Lord of the Red. So I to close my door. Things are outside. Yeah. I'll just put it right there. For spell cards, spells and traps, we got 2 copies of Red Eyes Insights. Basically, a Foolish Burial and a Searcher at the same time for Red Eyes cards, which is actually really, really good if you want to try and search for any card you need. And mainly, these 3. I played 3 copies of Red Eyes Fusion. This guy basically, when you fusion summon a Red Eyes monster, you can't, of course, summon any monsters, which sucks. But it has a really good way of naming your Red Eyes fusion monsters Red Eyes Black Dragon, which is actually useful for later. And yeah, which is pretty good. So you can summon any Red Eyes fusion monster, but depends what's on the field or deck, so you can just summon it through your deck. So it's actually really overpowered fusion spell card. I play 3 copies of Inferno Fire Blast, which is why you definitely need 3 copies of Inferno Fire Blast just to FTK. You can actually, with this deck, I've got to tell you that you can actually FTK with this deck. It's really crazy. So you can actually Red Eyes Fusion. You can not just use that for your classic Red Eyes Black Dragon, you can actually use it for your Red Eyes Fusion monsters if you fusion summon them with Red Eyes Fusion. We also play the Magical Stone Excavation. If you have 1 Red Eyes, Inferno Fire Blast in your hand or in your graveyard, you can actually bring this back with Magical Stone Excavation, which I wanted to get Left Arm Offering, but it's hard to find really these days. But yeah, and Serial Spell, it's not a bad card. Serial Spell's not bad, but I prefer using Magical Stone Excavation, which you can discard 2 cards and just simply add a Inferno Fire Blast to your hand. I play Red Eyes Transmigration to help me ritual summon Lord of the Red. a Return of the Dragon Lords, because, you know, I'm poor. You'd probably know what this does if you're a Dragon Pro. 2 Silver's Cries, which allows me to summon a normal monster. Super Polymerization. Polymerization, the classic one. Cards of the Redstone, which is like a Red Eyes trade-in. Monster Reborn. Super Polymerization, if you're wondering what that does, it's basically discard a card and fusion summon by using your opponent's monsters. Stamping Destruction, pretty good card. You basically it's like an MST, but inflicts your opponent's life points by 500. Claw of Hermos, which you'll see later. And a Raigeki. Raigeki to just clean off your opponent's side of the field and just go in for an attack. So yeah, pretty good. Oh, fruit. I'll get on to traps. I only have is one Solemn Strike. Basically pay 15 life points and negate a summon. So if there are some cards that you can't even stand, you can actually use this. It's better if you have like 3 copies though. Draining Shield to heal up your life points. Fiendish Chain. Magic Cylinder to help you burn more damage, okay? Because Red Eyes is mainly about life point damaging, if you're wondering. So it's basically end game when you play this anyway, if you're battling against beat stick decks. Blazing Mirror Force, yes, you do take damage, but your opponent takes damage as well, and it destroys all your opponent's monsters, okay? So that's pretty good. Mirror Force. Blazing Mirror Force. Red Eyes Burn. This is basically like Blazing Mirror Force, but instead, when your Red Eyes monsters gets destroyed by battle or card effect, you can just do that, and yeah, you can actually use this and then play out Red Eyes Retro Dragon. And for the last amount of traps is 3 copies of Red Eye Spirit, which is actually pretty nice. Basically does is revive any Red Eyes monster you have on the field. Oh, not field, graveyard. Sorry about that. Why did I do that? For extra deck, yes, we do have a Red Eyes Black Dragon Field Center. We got, first of all, we'll go to the fusions first. We got Meteor Black Comet Dragon. This guy is your beat stick and your best card. You needed Meteor Black Comet Dragon in your Red Eyes deck. If you don't, I'm sorry, but your Red Eyes deck would suck if it doesn't have Meteor Black Comet Dragon. Really, really good card. And it basically does whatever you want with it. So, it's easy to summon. It's basically an auto-win card, because when you play it with Red Eyes Fusion, you can actually FTK your monsters with Inferno Fire Blast and Magical Stone Excavation, and end of the game, really. You can do that, basically inflict 3,500, and also has that Foolish Burial burn damage, so you can actually send Darkness Metal Dragon to the graveyard, and inflict 1,400. So that's more than 9,000 you're going to inflict to your opponent. So really, really good. And when this gets sent to the graveyard, you can actually summon back any of your any of the fusion materials, as long as they're normal monsters, and that helps a lot. And it's also a pretty good way to summon your monsters, and also gives you a lot of good play options. So that's pretty good. Just put it right there. We got the classic Meteor Black Dragon. Of course, yeah, I will be summoning it with Red Eyes Fusion, so you can still use Inferno Fire Blast. That's why I use Meteor Dragon. We have Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, so If Meteor Black Comic Dragon got sent to the graveyard and I use Red Eye's Insight to send Red Eye's Archfiend of Lightning to the graveyard to add that Red Eye's Fusion, and this got sent to the graveyard, you can actually bring back Archfiend of Lightning, Red Eye's Fusion this to make Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. So that is pretty good if you're doing something like that. So you're still going to get a good monster on the field. We got Red Eye's Slash Dragon, another Red Eye's Fusion monster. I pretty much like. It's like, basically, when you, when any of your monsters attacks directly or declares an attack, you can actually go like, I'm going to attack, and, well, any of your other Red Eyes monsters, so they attack, and they get a crit by Gearfried the Red Eyes Iron Knight, so it's actually not bad. Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword, it makes your monsters a beat stick. I mainly use that for Lord of the Red, since for Lord of the Red, as a ritual monster, which I forgot to tell you, that his effect does is, pretty much... That's my dog, sorry. Well, not my dog, my sister's dog. I did tell you about on my Splatoon cosplay. You did see her. Yeah, if you equip the Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword with... equip Lord of the Red with the Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword, gives it the Buster Blader effect, so this gains 1,000 attack points and 500 for each dragon on the field and graveyard. And when a monster effect or any card effect has been activated, except for this guy's effect, only this guy's, you can actually destroy any card. So it's actually a pretty good way to, pretty good combo, if you want to do Lord of the Red. We got Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, my favourite Dimension Dragon, and plus, it's actually really a card I really love. This guy's basically, say, if you... It not just makes your... you need to have not just your field solid, but you need your hand solid, but you need your field solid as well. So if you got, like, so many cards, dark monsters on the field, which you're mostly going to have dark monsters on your field and all that, rather than other attributes, it's mostly a dark deck. So you can actually play Polymerization or Super Polymerization to play Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. And this guy, I just love him. It's a effect mimicking effect. He mimics effects. He can destroy the whole field. He can basically dark hole your entire, your monster's field, your opponent's field. And yeah, he's very fun to do. Five-headed Dragon, I don't mind him really. Some of that I just felt like playing anyway, since I thought, hey, why not? You'll probably know that he's a beat stick that pretty much can't be destroyed by battle unless you're gonna use Honest, and yeah. I'm not gonna say anything. Moving on to Synchros, we got a Stardust Dragon, which, remember how I had the, normal tuners, the Flame Veil Guard, which... Since you're going to have level 7 dragons on the field, I recommend you to get out Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon, you can actually simply tune your Flame Veil Guard with your Red Eyes Black Dragon and make Stardust Dragon. So, yeah. You can actually just basically do that. But yeah, I do have more synchros. Anyway, I got the, wait, no, sorry. You did not see anything. We got Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. You know, this guy's pretty good. How you can actually use him for an Xyz material, which we'll get to that later. Fusion materials or synchro material, which I just showed you. I'm sorry. Well, it's not a secret because if you watch my previous video. Yeah, so, one of the good things, because, like, I knew you'll also not just have, level, 7 monsters, you'll actually have level 6, so it's between level, 6 and 7, so I just thought about playing Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon, and since I have since I'll be having level 1 tuners, and level, 7, since I have a level 7, I thought, you know, the good thing about having this is, combined with your tuners, you can make Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This is a card that I really, really love Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon is an ass-kicking monster. You can actually, it's basically helps you win any fight. Like, say, if you can't stand any beat stick of a monster, whether it be Cyber Darkness Dragon getting pretty much beat sticked up with the field spell, Cyber Dark Inferno, Power, and it's been fusion summoned with Power Bond, been equipped by Five-Headed Dragon, and also having limit to removal, you can just simply whoosh, Crystal Wing. Yeah, so you can basically do that. Pretty much helps you win any fight. So it has a negating effect as well. So if a monster effect has been activated, you can just negate and destroy. Just like also another thing about Red Eyes Slash Dragon and Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon is basically a shield in your deck. So basically protects your monsters from any effect. So you can just simply tribute it and just do that. Yeah, I really love Crystal Wing, but, you know, for favorite Synchro monster, has to be Stardust Dragon. I'm throwing cards everywhere. Sorry. There's, for Xyz monsters, we got number 11 Big Eye, which is basically your rank 7 Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon, which basically you could take control and, take control of any of your opponent's monsters and just go in for the attack. So it's a bit of an auto-win card, even though this card can't attack when it activates its effect, which sucks. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, that's my favorite Xyz monster, mainly because he, basically, if your opponent is one of those people that will just take this never-ending turn, I recommend you to get this if you're battling against someone who does a never-ending turn. Just say, can I go first, and then play this, and they can't do anything, which is very funny. For Link monsters, we got Wee Witch Apprentice, which is really easy to summon. You can actually go like, it requires 2 Dark Attributed monsters. Not a problem. Not a problem. But, yeah, it basically weakens your opponent's light monsters since there's no lights in this Red Eyes deck. One thing about having synchros in your Red Eyes deck, if you can't get Stardust Dragon, I recommend you to get Stardust Spark Dragon, unless you have this, or Red Dragon Archfiend, or Starlight Red Dragon Archfiend, or any good level 8 synchros. Last but not least, we got a Decode Talker, which is my favorite Link monster in the whole, yeah, for all the Link monsters, I love Decode Talker. But yeah, I really love this deck, and I'm very glad that I made this. It's very fun, very cool, and I just absolutely love this deck. I actually put a lot of my good effort in this deck, and I hope you guys love this deck, like this deck. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for some more epic Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. And I'd say this deck is simply awesome. Oh, baby. Anyway, this is Thomas Murphy, signing out. Oh, baby.